This is me in the Pride Parade. Check this out. Let me blow this up. This is me walking through with the New York City Commission on Human Rights. We all had the white shirts. Although I didn't wear my white shirt because it was like way too hot for that. Unfortunately, it was like 85 out or something like that. Here's another video of me in the Pride Parade. I got that because there was a guy in the... You can see him here. Hang on. Look, there's a band. You see this? I wanted to capture this because I thought it was so fascinating. The dude with a string bass and a saxophone right here playing YMCA. I thought that was so funny, playing YMCA. All right, check this one out. Love wins. He's Alpha Force Zero. Yeah, I thought this is a really cool one because you see the buildings in the background here, you know, all that stuff. Anyway, then we've got some pictures. There were like a bunch of drag queens and stuff. It was pretty fun. And you know, I was thinking to myself, like, there's this big debate in the like evangelical world. Does kink belong at Pride? Are Pride parades appropriate for children? And I got to thinking to myself, like, you know, these should definitely be appropriate for children, right? Because there are kids that go here, and I was kind of concerned, like, yeah, I don't want these to be like inappropriate for kids because there are gay kids. But then when I went to the Pride Parade, I discovered that it was absolutely 100% appropriate for kids. There's nothing questionable there. This big, ridiculous debate about kink at Pride, it doesn't exist. It exists nowhere except in the heads of, like, evangelical nutcases. There may be some people on the left that argue for it, I guess. It doesn't happen at Pride, okay? The worst that I saw was just people in swimsuits. It was just a fun time. That's it.
It started out as Pride coming in.
She's literally crying because there's a Pride parade in her town of Franklin, Tennessee.
And I thought everything would be okay. I was totally fine with them having and doing what they wanted under the laws. And it ended with a rainbow room where 8 to 12-year-old kids were given hugs and dildos. And
what? What the hell is she talking about right now? What is this? I totally forgot this was in here. Oh my God, dude. You know what's so twisted about this, honestly? The fact that somebody came up with this. Somebody invented this ridiculous, nonsensical, ideological bullshit. Somebody came up with it. Whoever came up with it is one sick son of a bitch and needs help desperately. Was it her? Was it her pastor? Somewhere along the line, somebody thought about this in detail and then, against my will, inserted that into my head. That's disgusting, dude. She's just like lying. Quick interjection. This won't take long, I promise. I just want to say I'd appreciate it if you check my Patreon. OwenMorgan.com/Patreon to find it. YouTube's algorithm goes up and down, so I can never predict where it's going to be. Having patrons gives me some level of stability. Okay, back to the video.
And
pretending to vomit or something?
Trained. They just got a city grant for $650,000.
They're trained, she says.
To be able to do more training on the children.
It's literally a pride parade going through her town. That's what this is all over.
It was horrendous. I have asked my friends there what if it's getting any better. Every single one of them are leaving. And it is a very good tax base. These conservatives are good tax base people. It was absolutely horrible to watch.
What did she watch? The scenario that she drew up for us is fictitious. Did somebody produce a video of this happening as propaganda? Like, what the f***? This is nuts, dude.
Think that you're doing things based on laws, but you are doing things and you are letting Satan in. He will not take an inch. I promise you.
Thank
he will take everything and it will not stop.
Please.
It doesn't stop. It's
Holy shit, dude. That's not actually the video I wanted. I forgot about that video. I forgot that even existed. This is the one I was looking for. I think it's the same event. Yeah, same event, April 11th, 2023.
I don't want to see a guy twerking in front of me. I'm 60 years old. Has nothing to do with my kids. I don't want to see it.
Hey, great, because that doesn't happen at Pride. I didn't see any twerking. I didn't see any of that stuff.
So I don't care who you date. This is about opposing a very dark political movement.
Find a private venue or a safe space that you say you desire.
You can go to the library. You can go to my church. I don't care. Just stay out of the public venues with what you're trying to advertise.
What are they advertising exactly? It was just people having a good time. That's it. Walking, marching down a road, waving a little rainbow flag. That's what was happening. These people live in like a fanciful world where they are the victims in every situation. Perpetual victims. Get help.
Advertise.
God's word is clear that homosexuality is a sin. Do we or do we not want...
It's really not that clear cut, but whatever. I'm not even going to bother.
Do we or do we not want sex on display in a public park here in Franklin, Tennessee?
That's not what pride parades are. That's not what happens at pride parades. You're not putting this stuff on display or whatever. It's just people wandering around with flags.
Tennessee.
It's only a matter of time before it turns out into what you would see in other major cities.
Other major city, like New York City, like the one that I attended?
Cities.
We're at an inflection point in this city's history and in this nation's history where pronouns are being shoved down our throats.
Not pronouns.
I'm sure you don't want to see me in a bondage gear outfit. I wouldn't look very good.
Like, it's so funny to me that these people are tossing this stuff out as like objections when nobody said any of this. Nobody wants any of this. Nobody ever tried to do any of this. All of this is from their own heads. This guy sat in his living room thinking about guys in bondage outfits and decided to bring that up as an objection at the citizen comments segment at his town hall or whatever. That is so funny. Oh my God. Honestly, as far as I can tell, I don't know of a single person who thinks about guys in bondage outfits this much. Even guys in bondage outfits don't think about guys in bondage outfits to this degree.
I also want to say this lie of being hated, gay community that's here, we love you. We don't hate you. I have friends that are gay. I grew up being surrounded by gay community in Southern.
Yeah, I bet. Totally. I totally believe that without question. 100%. This is Pride. I wanted to take a bunch of pictures so that, everybody could see that it wasn't like provocative or dirty or inappropriate. It's not like I just took random pictures and I'm comfortable posting random pictures to YouTube, like without actually screening them because I'm so 100% confident that there's nothing inappropriate there. It was a public venue and people just having a good time. That's it. See? People holding hands. There are people dressed up. It was fun. By the way, these aren't trans people right here. This is just people in costume having fun. They're just fun. Yeah, this is as quote-unquote provocative as it got. People in swimsuits. They were going to some pool party or something after. See, and that's why he has like a big float with him. That's as bad as it got. You can see worse at the public pools or whatever the hell. Yeah, this is a shot from behind. Just people walking around with the flags and the whatnots. The big pool float. This is when we were about to get into the parade. This is when we just started marching, I think. And I thought this was really interesting right here. You got to see like people sitting on balconies and fire escapes and stuff. And there's one spot I'll point out in a minute, but there's one spot where people were throwing tinsel or whatever it is. Ticker tape? Is that what it is? From balconies. Yeah, just like thousands and thousands and thousands of people. I've never seen a crowd of 1 million before, but I would be willing to bet there might have been 1 million people at the New York City Pride Parade all the way down. We went 2 miles, I think, like all the way around in a circle. And there were like 2 miles of crowds packed like this. 2 miles of this. Why is it scrolling? Okay, that was weird. It's scrolling again. I'm not even, look, what's happening? I'm not sure how many people that is, but we'll probably get official numbers eventually, right? These are the people that we were marching with. Again, New York City Commission on Human Rights. This is before we started marching. That's the commissioner right there. Boom, commissioner. I got to meet her. She's pretty nice. And that's her husband right there. New York City commissioner. Yeah, just people standing around. What was this? Why did I take this picture? That's weird. A whole bunch of people that had water they were handing out. Oh, yeah. I thought this was really cool. People standing on a rooftop or on the top of scaffolding or whatever. And there were people like lined up all the way up on scaffolding area. It was really interesting. I think I got a shot of that. Maybe I'll get to see it. Oh, yeah. I remember where I took this picture. This was because there were drag queens across the street, like all dressed up. Just looking for... Oh, yeah. I thought this church is really interesting. This is the banner here says a Progressive United Methodist Church. Oh, yeah, that's right. And Alpha 40, my kid, told me I should take a picture of this because it says fascists will never know this joy. Guy in a crowd holding that. I thought that was really interesting. And next to us, a dude blinking. Let's see. Oh yeah, I took a vertical shot because I wanted to show how tall the buildings were around us. It was really, really cool. Flatiron building in front of us there. I want to take a picture of the Flatiron building. That's famous. It's one of the world's first skyscrapers, or not even skyscraper, but one of the world's first like multi-level buildings of that height. Not the first, but it was an early one. Then we had people on like cars, again, all dressed up. It was just fun. They had big ornate headdresses. Oh yeah, and I remember I took this picture because I wanted to find this visor that this guy's wearing and buy one for myself because it looks so metal. Oh my God. Big fan of that visor. Let's see. Just more crowds. The Flatiron building. We're right on top of it now. See? On the left there. It's called the Flatiron building because it's like shaped like that because it's on the end of a block. Also, notice the sign in the corner. Our love will not be defined by fools or felons. I love it. That's just great. Another shot of the Flatiron building. Crowds. Yeah, this is as provocative as it got. Again, just some people in like swimsuits. Visor guy again. Yeah, I think I took a picture and put the phone down too quickly. That's probably what was happening here. Oh yeah, this was cool too. Just people standing up on their balconies watching the Pride Parade. I thought that was really awesome. There's another picture of the Our Love Will Not Be Defined by Fools or Felons banner. Just like an incredible city, man. Yeah, I must have been trying to take another picture. There's a shot of the ornate headdress. Yeah, oh yeah, and this is what I was talking about, where people were standing on the scaffolding. So we got people on the lower level just standing on the ground, and then people were hanging on the scaffolding so they could get a better shot of what was happening. So cool. Bubbles everywhere. So many bubbles. More people standing on their balconies. Oh, there's me and Alpha 40, my kid, and my wife right there. Let's see. Anything else I wanted to point out? Just looking here. Oh yeah, these guys were on their balconies too, and they were like, I don't think it was these guys, but others were throwing ticker tape. I wonder if I'll come across them. Yeah, again, not trans people, just dressing up and having a good time. Yeah, we were in group number 5. Yeah, and I saw the sign, House of Evangelista. I don't know what that is. Well, whatever it is, they were in front of us. I thought it said House of Evangelists at first, so I want to get a picture of it. Oh, that looks like that's the end. Anyway, yeah, good time. It was pretty cool.